Yo guys, welcome back. You still hanging out with us right here at Street Excellence Showbiz. We're chilling right here with one of the brothers who are intelligent in the market business. You know, one of the intellects we have in Q Town. He's doing architect, and he's gonna be telling us about his career and all of that, and how he does his job on the business. So welcome to the show, my brother.
Thanks, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm like a Moeketsi, and then the job that I do is actually civil engineering as well as architecture.
Yeah.
And then I think the way that I got introduced to it, I think it was from a young age, at about 6, I guess. And then up till now, I've been behind the scenes. That's what I can say. And then I'm ready to grow, man.
Yeah. So how did you actually decide to start doing architect? And can you enlighten the people who don't know about what is architect about?
Okay, an architect is all about, all in all, an architect is a person that does prepares the drawings for a construction fraternity as a whole. So what happens before anything is done, before any building goes up, you have to get like an architect as well as a project manager.
Yeah.
But then this is how it goes. You meet an architect, you discuss what you want in your building, because I think architecture is also art in its own.
Yeah,
It goes together with music, and then the nature as a whole. But then the architect's job, before anything happens, I get a brief from a client, or o batla mosebetsi o so le o so.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, for that to happen, the budget of the project has to be discussed. Or okay, how much are you willing to
put on the table.
Yeah. Before anything happens. So I'll be like, okay, give me a brief. How many rooms do you want? How do you want this house to be constructed? In what style? So there obviously about a few styles within architecture, which is commercial, and then there's also residential, and then just the fun part of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we actually just built a mall in our neighborhood recently, right? So can you tell us a bit more about the project you had with them, and how did that go about?
okay, to be in that project, I recently was part of the few students after we started that were introduced to that. So we got to like go there to take practicals, so that we become the best that we can be. So it was through the municipality introduced to the company called Conco, which is doing the construction at the moment. And then my job there was actually to interpret the plans from the drawings that were done by the other person. And then to like put it down on the floor. So that's what we did actually. Was the setting out of the building, and then obviously a lot of paperwork, but then that's a topic for another day.
So can you tell us, where did you study your course, and how long did you actually do it for?
Okay, architecture started in 2014. I did it with the University of South Africa, which is UNISA. But then before that, I practiced with a few companies that were within architecture locally. Which is William Qwaqwa Architects, and then Gifford and Egerson Architects, which is good guys who are actually doing great within the community actually. And then I went to school like 4 years, although I was doing it part-time. And then afterwards I went on to study civil engineering, which is almost something that goes along with architecture. And then now I'm into project management. Hopefully I get to study to start up my company, which is will be mainly architectural work-wise, and then civil engineering as a whole. Hopefully I get to get there.
So for someone who actually wants to follow this path, what kind of personality should they have, and how should they, concentrate within the industry to be successful? Actually,
I think these days you can be as creative as you want, ne?
yeah,
But then obviously you gotta eat.
yeah,
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 we gotta have money in a way. So
yeah,
I think the direction. Had you asked me this question, I think for from maybe 2 years back,
yeah,
I'd say something different. But now I
yeah,
think I'm at a time where I really need to make money.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
creative, but then you can be creative. If you don't make money, there's no success.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So it actually has to come from your passion.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said, I did this from the age of 6.
Yeah,
But I think it was a calling of some
yeah,
kind. So
yeah,
for somebody who wants to do it, I think the passion for the building fraternity has to be there, and then passion for art.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta have the time to relax a lot, and then to do it. But then from the education side of things, you gotta be good in like mathematics, as well as I wouldn't say much science, but then mathematics.
yeah, yeah. So can you tell us what can people or clients benefit from actually choosing your service?
That's a tough one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm only
You just
starting.
started.
I've started
Yeah.
my own company, which got registered 2016. But then between then and now,
Yeah.
uh, I hadn't done anything. It's only now this year that I'm starting to
To gain the
showcase my work.
confidence.
Yeah, obviously it's gonna be tough, but then I don't want to say that it might be tough in a way. But
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, man. Actually, based on the people that I actually meet, I meet quite a lot of creative people and then fun people.
Yeah.
Like this guy LFK, we always like talk business,
Yeah.
talk the creative side, and then quite a lot of things. But then he inspired me to actually
Stay
be
focused.
stay
Yeah.
focused as well as register my company, and then so that it's yeah able to work
Yeah.
smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for coming through, man.
yeah.
Hope we see better, fruits for this business you just started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you
Okay,
very
no,
much.
thanks a lot, my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Taras.
Yeah. Stay tuned, and we'll be back right after this. Yo, welcome back. You still hanging out with us right here at Street Excellence Showbiz. It's the first show, baby. And we still chilling with Moeketsi, the guy who's actually doing tremendous work, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at one of his works right here. So we're just going to ask him a few questions, just to get clear with what he does. So let me ask you this now. How does architecture come along and collaborate? How can it collaborate with art and music and everything else that has to do with art?
Okay, I think art wise, obviously um, there are such things like a structure. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're looking at it in its own way. They're
Yeah.
actually beautiful drawings
Uh-huh.
or beautiful buildings that you can maybe plan from somebody looking at somebody.
Yeah.
And then I think the way I would talk about architecture, architecture within just like music,
Yeah.
there's passion in architecture,
Yeah. Yeah.
the soul.
Uh-huh.
And then I think uh, this I think this is how I'm gonna put it. Um, uh, it's there to form something beautiful
Yeah.
out of nothing.
Yeah.
Just imagine forming something out of bricks
Yeah.
and calling it beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
more of a puzzle.
yeah,
Yeah.
putting in something that's beautiful on its own.
Yeah.
It's more like putting a car. The way we work, we use almost similar kind of programs you using as producers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think coming to the question you asked how can I incorporate my work into your space?
Yeah.
This is what I do then. I listen to what you want, né? And then I help you realize what you can get from me from the outside.
Yeah.
And then there was actually a program that we coming up together with Itumeleng, which is creating pieces out of land, looking at land. We're talking about this mountain,
Yeah.
planning to do something beautiful building that incorporates the colors of this mountain,
Yeah.
and then yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like
Some crazy ideas.
crazy
you know.
ideas,
Yeah.
anything that you want.
Yeah.
Actually, you can become a building as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because through engineering and stuff,
Yeah.
we can take you and then make a building out of you.
So can
all
you
those-
can you explain that, like, as far as you just brought it? Can you tell us what do you mean actually by that? You know.
Obviously we're working with bricks and concrete as well as steel.
Yeah.
There are these structures that I did. I think it was a few years ago. Ne? It was of this my sister, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we like took some of her pictures, as well, so we incorporated it into a building that I'm still planning now. It's actually a stadium that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, so I think Itumeleng actually will actually show you some of my work. So
Yeah.
and then coming to the business side of it, this is how you can get me. My numbers are 072 620
Yeah.
3576. And actually after the show, he will like post the pictures of my work. Yeah, obvious. And then afterwards, obviously, I'd like to meet you all guys.
Yeah, yeah. And can you also give us can you also give us your Twitter handle and Facebook username so we could actually check out the pictures, you know?
I'm actually a guy who's not into those
Yeah.
to imagine in the 20th century. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't have those. I have my numbers only.
Yeah.
So from now, I'll get a Twitter handle.
Yeah.
I'm actually designing a website of mine. I think in like 30 days or stuff, it will be here.
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for sure.
Where
to
we can
showcase my
actually
work.
see your work.
See my stuff, since I don't have an office at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. Man, just do what you do and God bless your work, man. You know, it's actually beautiful work and you should inspire other people, you know, out there because what you do is actually special. You know, it's not a lot of people who actually, you know, get to follow this road. So, yeah, all the best, man.
Okay. No, thanks a lot, my brother.
Yeah,
Peace.
sure.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll be right back.